Okay, so this week is finally the week that I'm gonna stop gatekeeping a lot of different things because it's finally time for me to share with you guys some of the ways that I save on American Girl dolls. I know as a collector, it's really frustrating for you to spend a lot of money at American Girl directly, and you wanna definitely save some money wherever you can. These are tips and tricks that I have accumulated over the years as a collector. My collecting experience has spanned over 10 years, so I definitely have some things to share with you guys today that I think will be helpful if you are starting to build your American Girl doll collection. But before we get started, I do want to say that this is a video on tips for saving on American Girl dolls, not how to save up for an American Girl doll. I am not gearing this video towards children. Of course, my channel is not meant for kids. However, I'm here to share for collectors and anyone that is looking to gain a bigger American Girl collection. This video is for you. This is basically the tips and tricks that I use to gain a massive doll collection. And of course, some of these may be no-brainers to some doll collectors, but for me, if you are not aware of some of these tips and tricks, then by all means add this to your list of ways to save on American Girl dolls. So starting off, let's talk about eBay and Mercari. These are two very popular websites that I know a lot of collectors use. However, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I like to utilize them. Both of them, they are fantastic. If you are looking to purchase some retired American Girl doll items or brand new American Girl dolls, or furniture, retired pieces that are no longer available at American Girl, this is the perfect place to do it because you will find a plethora of things in such a small span of time. So for me, the way that I basically save on American Girl dolls through these apps is, first and foremost, I download the app. I do not know why a lot of collectors do not have the apps on their actual phone, because trust me, you guys, having it physically on your iPhone is basically like adding another source of social media to your iPhone or your Android, whatever you have. Having these apps physically on your iPhone allows for you to check up on them at any specific time and any specific place. For me personally, I like to save my searches. That is an option for both Mercari and for eBay. If I am looking for anything specific, I actually like to save the word for that specific item that I'm looking for. So sometimes I'll save the word American Girl doll because I just want to see what comes up in that specific keyword. Or if I'm looking for something specific, I'll write it out and then I'll save the search, and I will put my filters on so that way when something is newly listed and I want to purchase it now, like the buy it now option, I always click on that so that way whenever I log onto those apps, can see what is new and what is being released at the time that I refresh the page. Which honestly, you guys, that is how I almost snagged two number 6s. However, both of those orders were both canceled when the seller realized who they basically lowballed on and realized that they could get quadruple, if not 10 times the amount that I paid for the doll. So that's really disheartening. However, there have been hundreds, and I will say this again, hundreds of times where having saved my searches for American Girl doll items that I am specifically looking for have actually gotten me amazing prices and have gotten me the item that I'm looking for. Being specific on what it is amazing. Also, if you're looking for a specific American Girl doll, just don't put American Girl doll Kaya. Instead, put American Girl doll, black, long hair, whatever skin they may have, and the eye color. Because sometimes if you're not an American Girl doll collector, you don't know who you're selling. You just know that they have black hair, brown skin, brown eyes, and that's about it. So I've also found a lot of my rarer girls by searching that up, and a lot of people that aren't American Girl doll collectors and are just trying to get rid of whatever junk they have in their house will just list her as such because they don't even want to do the research. So definitely save your searches on both of these. eBay and Mercari have also become social media platforms for me, and that's because if I'm on my phone, it's because I'm trying to look at American Girl doll deals. I am trying my absolute hardest to refresh the page at all times of the day so I can see when someone is selling something at a very low price. That is very rare, and that is how I am constantly getting new things in, because I'm constantly seeing good deals being put on the pages at all times. If you're on a lunch break, check in every 5 minutes. If you are in the bathroom, sounds kind of gross, but check on in. The pictures on Instagram are always going to be there. But guess what, sis? That number 6, she's not going to be there for that long. Since you decided to go on Instagram and like people's pictures instead of looking for American Girl doll deals. So that's my main tip for that one, is to quite literally always be on eBay and Mercari, because trust me, new stuff is being listed as you're watching this video. When I'm editing these videos, guess what? I have eBay and Mercari pulled up because I'm trying to look for stuff that I want in my American Girl doll collection. And honestly, when I started out my American Girl doll collection, this is how I got Sonali. This is how I got Gwen, because people were listing these dolls as just like you number 12, when in reality, it was Gwen. I sent them into the doll hospital and it was confirmed that it was Gwen. I got my Sonali doll because someone listed her as a 47. And guess what, sis? That homegirl was Sonali. And I knew who she was the second that someone listed her, snagged her up, sent her into the doll hospital, and guess what? That's how I got my Sonali. So it's always about making sure that you are live and present on those apps as opposed to being on social media. That's me being crazy. That's me being a crazy collector. You don't need to go that hard. Even if you check in when you're on your lunch break, I'm in New York, so when I'm on the subway, I always look. When I'm laying in bed, I always look. Whenever I'm cooking, I always look. You wanna know why? Because I want things. That's why. So yeah, not to call it life and death, but guess what? That Instagram picture, sis, is gonna be there when you go to bed at night. But that doll that you've been looking for may not be there. Also, if you're a new collector, do not be afraid to purchase that ugly Josefina doll. You wanna know why? Because if you send that doll in to the doll hospital, they will replace her head for only $50 shipped. So if you buy that homegirl for only $20, you saved a lot of money by not buying her brand new from the store. So once again, hopefully you guys have realized that this is definitely something you need to do. Have it on your phone, save your searches, and if you have something specific you want, make sure that every keyword that you could possibly put it in the search engine, you have saved so that way you can constantly check. I also go in on eBay and I will go in and save auction ending soonest, because then that means I can see what is being bid on and is gonna be close to finishing very, very soon. So that means if I see that a Samantha doll is being sold for only $20 and there's 2 bidders on it and I want that Samantha doll because she's in pretty much brand new condition, I'll wait those 2 minutes because I am constantly refreshing and constantly seeing what is being taken in and out of eBay. So if you are a very serious American Girl doll collector and you want something, by all means do this, because I guarantee you one day someone that doesn't know that the doll that you want is the doll that you want is gonna post it and it's gonna sell for a pretty cheap price, and you are gonna wanna be one of the first people to get that doll. So definitely have those things saved on your phone. By all means, you guys, this is one of my fastest ways of getting American Girl dolls. That is my suggestion. Save everything on those apps. Okay, next, Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. Now, these are 2 specific areas that are great for people that don't really want to have things shipped. And honestly, you find a lot of bigger furniture pieces on these 2 specific sites because they are too big to ship. People don't want to have to deal with the hassle of shipping them in boxes. So a lot of people go on Craigslist and locally will sell American Girl doll items. These tools are the way that I managed to get Kids Treehouse, Molly's Stage. Like, there are a lot of people that are moving, that don't want their American Girl doll stuff in your area, that are constantly trying to get rid of stuff because some of these big furniture pieces, as kids get older, some people don't want to be collectors. So they end up wanting to go ahead and sell them to people. They're trying to get rid of them as soon as possible. The Laney camper that I have and Kids Treehouse both were sold to me for only $150 for both of them because they were trying to get rid of it, because they were moving out of New York. And so what did I do? I got in my Uber. I went down there. I handed them $150 in cash and I said, thank you so much. This is amazing. And I left with those 2 big furniture pieces. Also, if you have a car, do not be afraid to open up the mileage of where you're looking. For me personally, I always go 10 miles because guess what? I have time. If there's an American Girl doll item that I want, I will do that 10-mile drive. I will do that hour drive. And you know what? Sometimes I have done that 2.5 hour, 3-hour drive. When I found Caroline's Parlor, brand new in box, it was only, I think, $250. And yes, I did make my parents go all the way to New Jersey just to go pick it up. And I'm pretty sure that was like a 2.5 hour drive. But I said, this is a great deal and I cannot pass this up. So if you have the time and you have the energy to sit in your car, to go search for things and to go pick up stuff, this is a great resource for Facebook Marketplace and also on Craigslist. I do know that Facebook Marketplace, some people do ship, but you will be surprised by how many things are being locally sold in regards to American Girl dolls in your area. So go check out Facebook Marketplace. Again, this video is not for kids. You always want to make sure you meet up in public places. Do not meet someone at someone's house because that's just sketchy immediately. Anytime I've ever done any transaction where I am picking something up, I always meet somewhere public. I just want to mention that. Be safe and of course, be smart. My next tip is going through Instagram sales. A lot of Instagrammers on AGIG will be selling some of their American Girl doll collections. They'll be downsizing. Some people just want to get rid of stuff. And to be honest, this is a way that I've gotten a lot of my American Girl dolls as well. Some people are trying to just downsize on their collections. Some people are trying to pay bills. Some people can't house 18 American Girl dolls, so they're trying to get rid of those 2 dolls that they no longer want. And to be honest, I have scored from these kinds of situations where people are trying to get rid of their collection. So I asked them, hey, I see that you are selling this. Are you selling anything else in your collection? And even just by asking that, you automatically get first dibs on anything else that they may be selling in the future that they just haven't posted. For me, if someone's selling clothes, I always just ask, hey, if you're selling clothes, are you looking at selling anything else? Is there anything else that you haven't posted yet? And people will always show me, hey, I'm actually also selling this. I haven't posted it yet. If you would like it first, here's first dibs. Thank you for asking. And that's just me going out of my way to ask a simple question of, is there anything else you're selling? So don't be afraid. If you're especially friends with this person, definitely do not be afraid. Ask them, hey, are you selling something? Because worst case scenario, all they say is no, and then you move on with life. And that's just how that goes. Moving forward, let's talk about ways to save through American Girl directly, because I feel like a lot of people don't take advantage of some of these ways you can save at American Girl itself. So I definitely want to share some of those ways that I like to do it personally. First and foremost, if you do not have an American Girl rewards account, you need to get one. Sign up for it. It's completely free, and all you do is get benefits from having it. And to be honest, my key to saving a lot of money at American Girl is patiently waiting until American Girl has one of their double, triple point sales, where basically if you buy something at full price, American Girl, if you're already signed up with their membership, will double or triple your points depending on what tier you are in their membership program. So for me, as a Berry member, I get 1.5. I don't really know. All I know is that since I already am a Berry member, I get a lot more points a lot faster with everything that I purchase. So I will wait to make a big purchase like buying another American Girl doll, buying furniture pieces, buying those big ticket items until one of these sales happens. This tip is one of the ways that I actually got Corinne's big ticket item and was able to secure ongoing points up until 2023, $50 rewards. A lot of people ask me all the time, Chris, how do you get the $50 rewards? For me, I always wait to make those purchases until one of those sales happens, because I can accumulate a lot of points with just one purchase. And if I'm already looking to spend the money, I might as well just have the patience and wait until American Girl is having one of those sales. A lot of the Truly Me dolls end up going on sale for only $98, and that's another sale that you can wait for. But for me, I feel like the triple double points sale is one of the best sales you can possibly wait for to spend your money on, because you will see that money back in rewards. It's the easiest and fastest way to get up to a Berry member. And then of course, once you're already a Berry member, you stay there consistently up until I think the end of that specific year that you get the Berry membership, or you have to keep your total spent on American Girl past a certain limit, and then that stays active for X, Y, and Z amount of time. But waiting for that specific sale is the best option I can give you guys. And again, this helps you save by getting rewards. $50 rewards has saved me a lot on dolls. It has made me buy a plethora amount of dolls that I do not need. All of my stunt doubles were purchased with $50 rewards, because that huge sum of money getting taken off definitely makes you want to buy more dolls and more furniture pieces. It's allowed for me to get stuff for free. These rewards also go towards doll hospital purchases. It goes towards everything that you can do at American Girl except for the cafe, I'm pretty sure, but it is a really great option. My next tip is a little out there, but working at American Girl. If I'm being honest, working at American Girl made me spend so much money at American Girl because of that beautiful discount that I cannot disclose, but a quick Google search will definitely allow for you to see how much most American Girl doll employees get off purchases. So I definitely recommend working at American Girl. If you're over the age of 18 or 16, depending on where you are, you can work at American Girl, apply, and if you are passionate about the brand, this is a fun way for you to get a percentage off products and sale items. And of course, if you are a member, you also get to use your $50 rewards with your discount on top of it. So a lot of my collection was accumulated when I worked at American Girl because I had my discount, I had rewards, and I used both of them to get dolls for literally like $20. So trust me when I say it works, it's great. If you want to work in American Girl, by all means, this is your sign to do so. Next, I would go ahead and ask family and friends if they have American Girl dolls that they are trying to get rid of. If you spark up a conversation with someone about American Girl dolls and they end up saying, oh, I have an American Girl doll at home, sometimes you throw a price at them and they will sell you that American Girl doll. I have gotten a lot of American Girl dolls this way as well. Just asking family, friends, family members, cousins, anything, hey, are you selling your American Girl doll that you don't use? And most of the time they are trying to make a quick buck and they will sell you that American Girl doll for a cheap price or an expensive price, or just negotiate. It's pretty simple. Just asking people whether or not they're selling stuff is always a great way to do so and to save some money on American Girl doll products. I've done this a lot and have actually scored some pretty great deals by just asking family, friends, and friends. So that's a tip that I also have. Last but not least, I have my last tip, which is resale shops. So I've talked about Girl Again before. Girl Again is a store all the way in White Plains, New York, and they do refurbishments for American Girl dolls and sell American Girl doll items retired. They get donations all the time. I always work closely with them. They're amazing. They're all the way up in White Plains. I will put the information down below. But then on top of that, I recently released a video called The Cottage, an American Girl resale shop, where Charlie, the owner, he puts out a plethora of retired items. He personally runs this store and there are so many amazing things at this store. If you want to watch my video, I will link it up above and you can watch that after this. I definitely recommend going because this is a great way to save on shipping. If you want to do the drive, by all means, if you are in the tri-state area, but I highly recommend these because they are quick, easy ways for you to see some retired items. There is a lot of stuff constantly being added at Girl Again. There's a lot of stuff constantly being added at The Cottage. So I definitely would hit up these two specific locations and I will put their websites down below. Anyway, you guys, I hope that this gave you guys some tips and tricks to basically save on American Girl dolls. Once again, I just want to reiterate, these are my tips and these are my tricks that I like to do. These are the ways that I like to save on American Girl. These are the ways that I can have a massive American Girl doll collection and not break the bank entirely. Obviously, you got to spend a little money to make a little money, and that's my motto. Spending on American Girl, getting money back in rewards, trust me, it works. I enjoy doing it. And if you're strategic about the way you spend your money, you end up not paying a lot of money on things that you specifically have wanted for a long time. So trust me when I say this is a great tool. All of the tools that I gave you guys are great ideas. There's no harm in trying any of them. Saving your searches on eBay and Mercari, going to a resale shop, asking family, friends, asking friends, hey, are you getting rid of your American Girl dolls? Going on Instagram and stalking people's pages and seeing if they're selling anything. There is no harm in any of these things, and they are a great tool that I utilize whenever I'm looking for American Girl doll stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Chris. You can follow me on my Instagram, which is at the Doll Studio by Chris. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. At 1,000 followers, I will be hosting a contest. I will be giving away an American Girl doll in the summer once I hit 1,000 subscribers, if not faster. So the faster you hit that subscribe button, the faster that giveaway will happen, and I will post an entirely new video on that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your tips and tricks in the comments down below. Like this video, and of course, I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye, guys.